O King of Judah, I am not sent out from the Lord.
Right, he said, I am not sent out from the Lord. So Pharaoh, with all his madness and all his idols, he knew that there was a Lord, man. He knew that there was a supreme power. And he said, I'm not sent out from the Lord against thee. You know, read on.
I am not sent out from the Lord God against thee, for my war is upon Euphrates.
Right.
And now the Lord is with me.
Right. Euphrates is around Iraq. That's the region there. You know, so the Pharaoh's like, you know, my war is not upon you. The Most High sent me out for a war upon Euphrates. Showing you that the Most High stirs up the spirits, man. And he causes these great kings, you know, to wage war. Right? You know?
Yea, the Lord is with me, hastening.
Yeah, the Lord is with me, hastening me. Meaning telling me to go on and fight. You know, that's why the people that, you know, you get different cases in court where people say, I don't know, I just blanked out. I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
You know, there was just a voice in my head telling me to do it.
Yeah.
What do they deem? They deem psychologically unstable. You know, they put them in the mental room. And them counselors, they know what's really going on. Them psychologists, a lot of them are so-called Jews anyway, because they like doing that mental shit. You know, they like experimenting that. They know what's really going on. They know that that's spirits. You know, but this white man's a true devil, man. Where he'll make up a thing called psychology, and he'll tell you that you have 9 different people. You know, all types of madness. You know.
Okay. Depart from. No. I am not sent out from the Lord against thee, for my war is upon Euphrates, and now the Lord is with me. Yea, the Lord is with me, hastening me forward. Depart from me, and not against the Lord. And be not against the Lord.
Be not against the Lord, because when the Most High is using someone, and he has a purpose, and someone steps in his way, which when someone steps in his way, that's the Most High's will anyway. You know, he might be using Satan. You know, we don't know, because it tells you that the Most High does not account for his counsels. He does not give account for his matters, man. So we don't know. But the Most High controls both sides of the table.
He's the boss.
You know, he's the boss. You know? So, when someone comes in his way, you're really fighting the Lord, man. You know? So that's why he said, don't fight. You're not fighting me, man. You're fighting the Most High that sent me.
Yeah, exactly.
Just like when you fight us, you're not fighting us. You're fighting the Most High that sent us, man.
That's right, man.
Alright, read on. The battles of Lords. Howbeit Josiah did not turn back his chariot from him, but undertook to fight with him.
So like I said, he was being stubborn, man. He didn't get the concept of the Lord's with this guy. Yeah, he's a Mizraimite, he's a Hamite, but he's with him, man. You know? Read on.
But undertook to fight with him, not regarding the words of the prophet Jeremiah, spoken out of the mouth of the Lord, but joined battle with him in the plain of Megiddo.
Was that up to verse 31?
Not yet. Okay. But joined the battle in the plain of Megiddo, and the princes came against King Josiah. Then said the king unto his servants, carry me out of the battle, for I am very weak.
Right, so he got weak, he got wounded, man. You know? You know?
And immediately his servants took him away out of the battle. Then gat he up from the second chariot, and being brought back to Jerusalem, died and was buried in his father's sepulchre.
Right, so the Most High killed him, man. The Most High destroyed him. Okay? Now you have Daniel.
Yeah, can I get a precept?
Yeah, and you get Proverbs 8 and 15.
This is Romans 9 and 16. So then it is not of him that willeth, nor of him that runneth, but of God that sheweth mercy. For the scripture saith unto Pharaoh, even for this same purpose have I raised thee up, that I might show my power in thee.
Right, so the Most High raised up Pharaoh, going back to the Exodus, you know, when the children of Israel were in captivity under the Hamites, under the Egyptians. So the Most High rose Pharaoh up And really it was to his own destruction, to show how powerful the Most High was, man. The Most High rose up Pharaoh to show how powerful the Most High was, because he used Moses to destroy the whole kingdom of Egypt, man. Pharaoh and his army are drowned in the Red Sea. Right? Read on.
It says, I raised thee up that I might shew my power in thee, and that my name might be declared throughout all the earth. Therefore hath he mercy on whom he will have mercy, and whom he will harden, and whom he will he hardeneth.
That's right. So you people say, oh, it's not fair that Jacob, he stole the birthright of Esau. You know, because the scriptures tell you that the deceived and the deceiver are his. And the word Jacob means supplanter.
Go ahead.
And like the elders say, what do you call it? Cain and Abel. Through the Spirit we understand that Cain was Esau and Abel was Jacob. And Cain robbed Abel, Jacob, well it's the same thing. But Cain robbed Abel of his life. He cheated him of his life. So how did the Most High pay him back? He made him lose his birthright. You know? That's called extrapolating, like the Elder Gabar says, man. Alright? Read on.
Thou wilt say then unto me, why doth he find fault? Why doth he yet find fault? For who hath resisted his will? Nay, but O man...
Who has resisted his will?
Yeah,
no one can resist the Most High's will. Right? Read on.
It says, but who hath resisted his will? Nay, but O man, who art thou that replies against God? Shall the thing formed say unto him that formed it, why hast thou made me this,
right,
made me thus?
Right, so blacksmith that formed the sword, can the sword just stand up and say, why hast thou formed me this way? No, he can't. You know? So can you people that are vessels, you're like clay, man. Most High forms you how he wants to. Can you just stand up and say, oh, there's no God? You know, why have you made me like this? You know, why have you made me gay? You know what I'm saying? People say that, oh if being gay is a sin, why have you made me that way? No, that's the Most High's purpose, man. It's his counsel to do, it's his will. And we're nothing to go against the counsel. We just got to be happy, the men of the brotherhood. You know, we just got to be happy we're of the fold, man. You know, pray that we're of the elect. Right? Read on.
Shall the thing formed say unto him that formed it, why hast thou made me thus? Hath not the potter power over the clay? Of the same lump to make one vessel unto honor, and another unto dishonor.
Right, Esau was of dishonor, and Jacob was of honor. Right? Read on.
No, that was it.
Yeah.
Daniel 4 verse 17. This matter is by the decree of the watchers, and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men.
Right, so you are the people, you're living, so you ought to know that the Most High rules in the kingdom of men, because he controls the king, he controls the top men, right? He governs your kingdom whether you admit it or not, whether you recognize the Most High Yahweh as a supreme power or not, man. He's still there. Alright, read on.
And giveth it to whomsoever he will.
Right, the Most High gives the kingdom, the rulership, the power structure to whoever he will, man. Read on.
And setteth up over it the basis of men.
Yeah, and who's ruling right now? The white man. Is he not the basis of men? Were they not base men according to Job 30? Right? That was it?
Yeah.
You have Proverbs 8.
Yeah.
And get Psalm 75 and 7. Proverbs 8 and 15. Should have been all in there.
Proverbs 8 and 15. By me kings reign and princes decree justice.
That's right. By me kings reign and princes decree justice. And Proverbs, the 8th chapter is mostly really talking about Yahweh Shai. Alright? It has some points where it's talking about wisdom, but mainly it's talking about Yahweh Shai. Alright? Read on.
By me princes rule, and nobles, even all the judges of the earth. I love them
that was to 16.
Yeah, my bad.
Alright. And get Psalm 17 and 13. Alright, and read Psalm 75.
Psalm 75 verse 6. Promotion cometh neither from the east, nor from the west, nor from the south. but Yahweh is the judge.
Alright, so promotion, which matter of fact, let's look that word up too, man. Let's look up the word promotion. Alright, so promotion comes from promote, which means to advance someone to a higher grade or office. From the Latin past participle of promovere, move forward or advance. So promotion cometh not from the east, not from the west. It doesn't come from your false gods. You know, moving forward, you know, whoever has the power. And then, like for example, when the Persians and Medes were ruling and Alexander went up against them, the people said, you're crazy to go up against them. But he had promotion from the Most High to move forward and advance. You know? Because the chariots were in his favor. Because there's stories of the chariots helping Alexander the creep.
Yep.
Because it was his time to rule. And you can't break prophecy. Because Yahushua said that this word cannot be broken. Alright, we done?
Yeah, it says, but Yahweh is the judge. He putteth down one and set it up another. For in the hand... no, that was it.
That was it?
Yeah.
Alright. And Psalms, right? Because basically what you're going to find out is the white man, which is Esau, Edom, he's really red. He is the Most High's sword. You know? And that's deep because I was just talking about how Cain was the white man. The word Cain, Kwayan, which it's like a sword. That's what the word means. An instrument of death. And what you're going to find out is Esau is the Most High's sword. That's the Most High's chastening stick, his rod, you know? That's who the Most High uses to punish you other nations, especially the nation of Israel. Okay, so get Psalm 17, verse 13 to verse 14. And you get Isaiah 10 and 5.
Okay, Psalms 17 and 13. Arise, O Lord, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked.
Right, deliver my soul from the wicked. Who's the wicked? Pursuing Job 9 and 24, we understand that the wicked is the so-called white man. Because who's ruling the earth? Whose policies reign throughout the earth?
So-called white man.
Whose image, who do you think God is, man? Whose image is portrayed as God? The white man.
Okay.
And his son. Which are false images, man.
Okay.
You know?
Which is thy sword.
Which is thy sword. Preserve me from the wicked, which is thy sword. What do you do with a sword? You kill people. It's an instrument of cruelty. Instrument of death. The white man is the Most High's sword. That's what you're going to understand. So the Most High uses men to do his purpose, to kill, you know, whatever his purpose is. Alright, read on.
From men which are thy hand.
From men which are thy hand, man. These men, the white man, he's the Most High's hand. Okay, read on.
O Lord, from men of the world.
Right.
Which have their portion in this life,
Right.
and whose bellies thou fillest with thy hid treasure. They are full of children, and leave the rest of their substance to their babes.
That's right. These crackers are rich. Their portion is in this life. Their portion is not in the kingdom, man. In the kingdom, they're going to be building it up. Alright? Now get Isaiah 10 and 5 to 15.
Yeah, Isaiah 10 verse 5. It said, Salakia, O Assyrian.
Right, and this is not talking about ancient Assyrians, man. Because you're going to find out that this is talking about the white man. Another name for the white man or America is Assyria. Or Nineveh. And we're going to prove it, you know?
It said, O Assyrian, the rod of mine anger.
The rod of mine anger. And we just showed you that the wicked, which is the Most High's sword, which are men of his, that's his hand, you know, we proved that. So, O Assyrian, the rod of mine anger. What do you do with the rod? You chastise, you correct. Read on.
It said, O Assyrian, the rod of mine anger, and the staff in their hand is mine indignation.
Right, the staff in their hand is mine indignation. So when the white man kills us and destroys us, that's the Most High's anger for us going off. Okay, read on.
It said, I will send him against an hypocrite.